Hello dear students, welcome back to day 82 of 99% in 99 days. So today we are going to solve sample paper 8 and I'll be discussing the chemistry solutions of this question paper. And I hope that all of you would have downloaded the question paper from our WhatsApp group, and if you haven't, please join our WhatsApp group. The link will be there in the description section of this video. All these question papers are available in the WhatsApp channel. Okay, so let's get started now. So let me tell you the question pattern. By now you would be very much familiar. So there will be 8 one-marker questions, out of which 7 will be MCQs and 1 will be your assertion and reason based question. Now next one you will be having 1 2-marker question, then you will be having 2 3-marker question, 1 5-marker question and 1 4-marker question. Okay, so let's move forward here with the first question here. That is Zn plus 2CH3COOH gives you CH3CO whole 2 Zn plus H2. The above reaction is. So if you can see that exactly what has happened is Zn has replaced this hydrogen, right? So this is a displacement reaction. So option number B is the correct answer, right? So next, an aqueous solution of salt turns blue litmus to red. Blue litmus to red. Now the salt could be the one obtained by the reaction of. Okay, so if it is turning blue litmus to red, that means the salt must be an aqueous solution. Okay, the salt must be acidic in nature. So if the salt is an acidic salt, so what we need? We need a strong acid and a weak base for that. So if you see HNO3, H2SO4 can be there, CH3COH is a weak acid, so this cannot be answer. So all these 3 are possible. Now talking about weak base, NaOH is a strong base, KOH is a strong base, NH4OH is a weak base. So option number D is the correct answer here. Next, 4 solutions, namely glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. So we have glucose, we have alcohol, we have hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Okay, are connected one by one in an electric circuit with a bulb. The solution in which the bulb will glow are. So see, in glucose and in alcohol there is no dissociation of ions, so ions are not produced. If ions are not produced, then there will be no conduction of electricity, whereas in this what will happen, HCl and H2SO4 will dissociate to produce ions. So that is why what I can say is, in which the bulb will glow will be where H2SO4 and HCl is present, that is option number D. Next, the metals which are found in both free state as well as in combined states are. So free state and combined state. So if it is found in combined state, like it is a moderately reactive metal, right? So we know gold and platinum are found in native state, like in the, what I can say, are found only in the free state. Platinum here is also there, not possible. Copper and silver, these are moderately reactive and they can be found in the combined state as well as in the free state. So option number C. Let us see the next question here. The number of single and double bonds present in the molecule of benzene. So this is a bit tricky question. Okay, so if you draw the structure of benzene, it is like this. Okay, and you have hydrogen, hydrogen, okay. Now if you see single bond here, 1 2 3, okay, then 4 5 6 7 8 9, 9 single bonds and we have 3 double bonds, so that is option number B. Next, assertion reason based question. So the extraction of metals from their sulfide ores cannot take place without roasting the ore. Roasting converts the sulfide ores directly into metals. No, reason is false. What does roasting do? Roasting converts the sulfides to oxides, right? So that is why assertion is correct but reason is false, option number C. Now going to 2-marker questions here. You have an option here, 1 gram of solid sodium chloride was taken in a clean and dry test tube and concentrated sulfuric acid was added to it. Okay, name the gas. So you had NaCl, okay, and you have added H2SO4 to this one. Okay, solid sodium chloride was taken in a clean dry test tube and concentrated sulfuric acid was added to this one. So what will happen, if you see this is a double displacement reaction, you will get Na2SO4 plus HCl. Okay, so if I can balance this, this will be like this. Okay, yes. So name the gas evolved in the reaction, that is your HCl gas. Next, what will be observed when the gas is tested with dry and wet litmus paper? So with dry there will be no reaction or no change observed because there is no H plus ion. But yes, with a wet blue litmus if you take, it will turn red because in that case H plus will be produced. Write your conclusion about the nature of this gas. So this gas is acidic in nature. Okay. Next, some metals react with acids to produce salt and hydrogen gas. Illustrate it with an example. How will you test the presence of this gas? So you can take any metal and the acid like Zn and HCl will give you zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. Now this gas, how will you test it? You can bring a burning matchstick to it and it will burn with a pop sound, right? So here hydrogen chloride gas is evolved when NaCl reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid. So observations: dry blue litmus, no change. With wet blue litmus, it will turn red due to the acidic nature. Example: zinc will react with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. And how will you test it? If you bring a burning matchstick, it burns with a pop sound. Okay. Next we'll go to 2-marker question. We have one more. Distinguish between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon by flame test. List the products of the combustion reaction of a saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, how will you distinguish by flame test? So saturated will burn with a clean blue flame, whereas unsaturated will burn with a sooty yellow flame. Okay. Next, list the products of the combustion reaction of saturated hydrocarbon. It will give you carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so you can see saturated hydrocarbon burns with a clean blue flame due to the complete combustion, while unsaturated hydrocarbons burn with a yellow sooty flame. Combustion is products are carbon dioxide and water and energy. Okay. Next, moving to 3-marker question. Write the common name and the chemical name of calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Common name, all of you know, this is what? Plaster of Paris, right? And what is the chemical name? Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Now write the method of its preparation. So if you take gypsum, that is calcium sulfate dot 2H2O, and you heat it, you get this one. Give the chemical equation for the reaction when it reacts with water. So when it reacts with water, again you will get 2H2O. Back reaction will take place, right? So what is the common name here? Common name is plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. And what is the chemical name? Chemical name is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Okay, write the so next is write the method of its preparation. So how do we prepare it? Calcium sulfate dot 2H2O. If you heat it, you will get calcium sulfate dot half H2O plus 1/2 H2O. Okay, write the method of its preparation. Next, give the chemical equation for the reaction when it reacts with water. So again the reverse reaction will happen. So when you have half water and you treat it with 1/2 water, okay, you will get calcium sulfate dot 2H2O. Okay, so that is here. So this is the reaction. You can see I have already explained. Next, coming to the next question, why is the conversion of ethanol to ethanoic acid an oxidation reaction? Name the oxidizing agent used in this reaction. Write the chemical equation for the reaction. How is this reaction different from the combustion of ethanol? So here we have 4 questions. First is why it is an oxidation reaction, because in the reaction there is addition of oxygen, right? So that is why it is oxidation reaction. Next, what you have to do? Oxidizing agent used in this reaction, that is you can write KMnO4. This is the oxidizing agent. Write the chemical equation for the reaction, that is CH3 CH2 OH in presence of alkaline KMnO4, it will give you CH3COOH, right? So you see there was only one oxygen, here there are 2 oxygen, okay? So there is addition of oxygen as well as there is removal of hydrogen. Okay. Next, how is this reaction different from combustion of ethanol? So in combustion, what we get? Carbon dioxide and water. Here the byproduct is different, so it is a different reaction. Very simple question. So you can see oxidation involves adding of oxygen to ethanol, forming ethanoic acid. That is the first thing. In combustion, what happens? Ethanol reacts with oxygen to produce CO2 and H2O. Oxidizing agent here is KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7, and the reaction is like this. Okay. Now coming to your 5-marker question, what is a chemical reaction? Very simple, where you find a chemical change. Describe one activity each to show that a chemical change has occurred involving a change in color, a change in temperature. Or define a decomposition reaction. Give examples of electrolysis of water and blackening of silver bromide. Specifying the energy type involved in each case. Okay, very simple and easy question. So first of all, color change, you can write any reaction for color change, temperature change. So let us see the answer quickly. A chemical reaction transforms substances into new products. Color change example, add iron nails to copper sulfate solution, blue color changes to green color. Change in temperature, add water to quicklime, heat is released, temperature is increased. What is decomposition reaction? It involves the breaking of a compound into simpler substance. Electrolysis of water, energy used is electrical energy. In blackening of AgBr, energy involved is light energy. Okay. Next we have 4-marker questions here. 3 metal samples, that is magnesium, aluminium and iron, were treated with dilute HCl and HNO3. Observations for bubble formation and temperature were recorded. In which test tube was the bubbling rate fastest and why? Okay, magnesium, aluminium and iron, right? So magnesium is highly reactive, so that will produce more H2. Which metal did not react with dilute HCl and why? So all of you know copper, we have one second. Okay, which metal did not react? Okay, why is the hydrogen gas not evolved when a metal reacts with dilute HNO3? Because you know HNO3 is a very strong oxidizing agent and it will oxidize the H2 to H2O. So what is the ultimate product here? That is your H2O. Next, name the reaction used to determine the metal reactivity. We use displacement reaction to determine the metal reactivity. How would you compare the reactivity of 2 metals X and Y? So you have to react one like X with a salt of Y. If it is able to displace, then X is more reactive. You have to react Y with an salt of X. So if it is able to displace, then Y is more reactive. Okay. So you can see here, bubbling was fastest in magnesium due to its high reactivity with acids producing H2 gas. Now aluminium did not react with dilute HCl because its oxide layer, that is aluminium oxide, prevents reaction. HNO3 oxidizes H2 gas to form water. So the products is metal nitrate, NO and H2O. The final products you have to write, right? Next question was displacement reaction determines the reactivity. Place metals in the salt solution of each other and observe the displacement. The metal that displaces the other is more reactive. Like for example, if you see, you take X, okay, plus a salt of Y, right? Y SO4 I am writing. Now if you get the product like this, X SO4 plus Y, that means what? X has displaced Y, that means X is more reactive. If this product is not formed, that means what? Y is more reactive than X. So that is why X is not able to displace Y. So Y will be more reactive than X. That is how we can determine. Okay, so that's all students, and I hope that you have solved all the question papers. If you have any doubt in any question, please comment down. I will definitely address it, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.